Here's one of those little head shakers for you. Yesterday I'm just going over to the local watering hole and there's old Bill out front. We often lock horns, usually friendly. Sometimes Bill can get a little snarky with me. Locking horns politically. Liberal to the bone, right? He says, hey there, he's in a good mood. He says, hey, I owe you an apology. I said, whatever for? He says, well, I'm switching teams. I said, get out of here. You telling me on Monday you're going to vote blue? He goes, yep. I'm like, whatever would have changed your mind? He goes, the World Economic Forum. I'm even more startled. I've tried to talk to Bill about the World Economic Forum, and in recent videos I mentioned he refuses to acknowledge or to research them. And at least I said, whatever. Did you research them? He says, no, that Schwab guy's being investigated. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not real sure what that's about. I thought it was like some sexual discrimination in-house, maybe some racist stuff. I don't even know, Bill. Do you know? He says, no, not really. I said, well, I imagine it has more to do with pilfering kabillions of dollars. But anyways, what? I'm still not following, where Bill's going with this, right? And he's just kind of looking at me, and I said, well, it's good because we got to get rid of the World Economic Forum in Canada, Bill, because as I've said before, Carney's WEF, 85% of his cabinet ministers are WEF. I mean, even our Governor General's WEF. Bill goes, no, I don't believe that. I said, well, she is. She's a active status WEF member and a Young Global Leaders Program graduate, which kind of blows the young theory. But then again, the mayor of Toronto, Olivia Chow, became a Young Global Leaders Program graduate after she had like her third facelift. So, and they're not the only two, but whatever. Yeah, he's going, oh, I don't believe that because she's Indigenous. I said, Mary Simon, our Governor General, we're talking about the same person here. He goes, yeah, she's Indigenous. I said, I thought she was Métis, but I guess that is really neither here nor there anyways, Bill. She's WEF. Wab Kinew, the Premier of Manitoba, is WEF, Bill. I said, well, she just gave, Mary Simon, our Governor General, just gave Klaus Carney $40.3 billion. Bill's like, well, she can't do that. She doesn't have that kind of power. The position's ceremonial. Our conversation just zeked that quick, right? I said, well, I was every bit as taken aback by it as you, but it was granted under some special, check my notes here, special warrant on the advice of the President of the Treasury. What is her name? Janette Taylor. For the urgently required for the public good from the Consolidated Revenue Fund. I had to check my notes, and because Bill said, after I'd explained, yeah, he got the $40.3 billion. It's been published, even the sketchy places it went to. $173 or something million more for the CBC and some gender neutral stuff in Uganda or whatever. I said, I don't know, Bill, it's all a matter of public record anyways. He's going, I can't believe it. I'm going to research that. And I said, that's when I went, we returned inside. I checked a previous video of mine regarding that $40.3 billion and the special warrant at the advice of the President of the Treasury from the Consolidated Revenue Fund. So I gave Bill his notes, and now I just got off work and I'm going to go over and see if Bill did his homework on that and see if he found anything new. But for Bill to switch from red to blue, good heavens. But it was one of those weird kind of conversations. But we'll see if blue stuck on Bill, and if he found out anything about the Governor General that I don't know. And somebody in my comments said something about Klaus. It is about money being investigated in the World Economic Forum. I know I'm all over the place, but for Bill to have changed to colors, that's something else.